Morning to you, Megan. We appreciate you being with us.
Good morning. So sorry about that. I didn't realize I was on mute. Somehow 2 years of Zoom calls, I still do that.
Hey, I think we've all gone through that. We have the same situation every morning in our Zoom meetings, so we appreciate you. And this is a big celebration of San Diego County, the wetlands that are really a vital part of the animals and plants here in San Diego, right?
Yes, absolutely. So as you mentioned, today is World Wetlands Day. So this is an event that is celebrated throughout the world. And since the 70s, about 35% of the wetlands around the globe have been lost to development. We're actually losing wetlands more quickly than we're losing any kind of forest, including rainforest, in terms of the percentage of what we're losing. So it's a really important habitat, and it's really important that we protect it, that we learn more about it, and that we get the community on board to learn more about it.
So how are we losing those wetlands? Is it because people are building, for example, construction? Is it a combination of that and climate change? What are the reasons why we're losing this area?
That's a great question. So historically, it has been wetlands have been lost to development, especially here along the coast of California, where everybody wants to live along the coast. Globally, wetlands are also dredged and used for agricultural fields. Here in California, the remaining wetlands are largely protected, which is great, but they're now facing the impacts of sea level rise and other impacts from climate change. So there was a study that came out recently that said with kind of the expected level of climate change, we might lose all of the coastal wetlands along the West Coast by 2100. So it's a pretty serious situation for the animals and plants that live in wetlands, as well as the people that like to enjoy visiting them and using them.
Yeah, like you said, vital for our plants and animals here in San Diego, and there are ways that people can help out. And this, of course, being World Wetlands Day, is a great day to understand what we can do to impact our area specifically. So you guys have an event planned for this weekend, right?
We do. So this Saturday, February 5th, we're having our 17th annual Love Your Wetlands Day event. It's going to be at the Kendall Marsh Reserve, which is in Pacific Beach. Activities are going to run from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and we're going to have all kinds of stuff going on. We're going to have guided walks through the marsh, opportunities to restore nesting platforms for endangered birds. We're going to be having community leaders with the Kumeyaay come out and talk a bit about how important this area was for their ancestors and still is to them today. We're going to have speeches from the mayor and elected officials, hands-on activities for kids, presentations with native animals, live native animals. So a ton of opportunities to come out with the whole family and learn about wetlands.
Yeah, I looked at that schedule. You guys have a lot going on. So there's a lot that people can participate in and a lot that people can learn over the course of the weekend. For people who don't know, tell us what the San Diego Audubon Society does and why it's an important organization here.
Absolutely. So San Diego Audubon is a chapter of the Audubon Society. So we're the bird people, and we are focused on protecting birds as well as other wildlife and their habitats here in San Diego County. Not everybody realizes this, but aside from being a huge city, a huge county, San Diego County is actually the most biodiverse county in the United States, which means we have the most species of plants and animals of any other county in the U.S. A lot of those species are endangered, unfortunately. So we try to go out and protect habitat, restore habitat, educate people about the importance of using native plants, protecting birds, and just kind of inspire people to care about nature.
Incredible. I didn't even know that San Diego had the most biodiversity, and so therefore, as you mentioned, so much of it endangered. It's obviously very important that we keep it protected.
Absolutely, yeah. And there's so many different things that people can do to protect nature here in San Diego. We have a really impressive network of protected spaces. So many of them do allow hiking, but just making sure that you're respectful and you follow the signs when you're hiking in those areas. We're always trying to get people to come out and bird for sure. And then when it comes to the Kendall Marsh, aside from coming out on Saturday, we do also have other opportunities for the public to come out, learn about the wetlands and enjoy them. So once a month, the Friends of Mission Bay Marshes has a work party out here to restore habitat, plant native plants. And the second and fourth Saturday of every month, we have a program called Wander the Wetlands, which is a docent-led program where people can come out, learn about this area. A lot of the time, people have no idea that this wetland exists over on the corner of Pacific Beach Drive and Crown Point Drive. And part of that is because it lives
We
behind a
gotta take
fence.
a quick break,
because
Megan.
It's a really
we
small,
appreciate you being with us,
fragile
though. We're
wetland.
wrapping up here. We'll be right back after this quick break.